You can't be pro-life and pro-death penalty. Somebody tell Governor Parson you can't be pro-life and pro-death penalty. If you're pro-life, that means you're pro all lives. You shouldn't believe in taking the life of another. If you're pro-life in the sense that you're anti-abortion, then you're pro-pregnancy. And who does that benefit? You're fighting for the lives of unborn people while taking the lives of people who actually exist. You can't be pro-life and pro-death penalty. What happened to Marcellus Williams should not have happened, but it was the justice system doing what it does. The systems are working the way that they're intended to, but let's look at the way that this has been set up. Everything in our government, everything in our society, the norms that we follow, the rules of law, are based around one particular religious doctrine. 3 guesses which one. Now, in that particular doctrine, there's a certain tenet that's very important, and that's the 10 Commandments, one of which being thou shalt not kill. So the people who push these beliefs and this ideology on all of us have to create loopholes, a way around the tenets of that faith, because they want to control you with it, but they still want to be able to do what they want. So instead of it being thou shalt not kill, it becomes thou shalt not kill unless. And unless varies. Thou shalt not kill unless what? Unless somebody's trying to kill you. I guess that's understandable. Unless you feel threatened by somebody. That feels like a reach. But do you see where I'm going? It gets shaky when you allow for variation. There's no clear-cut rules. But the doctrine that we're supposed to be following, there is a clear-cut rule. It says don't do it. Aren't we supposed to rely on that more than we are rules and laws made by man? It doesn't make sense to me. I think America's in a very dangerous position right now, and I'm afraid that people aren't seeing it. You can only push people so far before you reach a generation or generations that have reached a level of enlightenment that will unearth every lie that you've told and reveal every truth. The thing about the truth is we're not used to it as a people, but we crave it. We want it. People want to know what's going on, and we see a lot of things being exposed. And do you see how that's the main news? Everybody wants to know what the truth is. So when you get a certain kind of people who decide to be truth tellers and decide to do that out loud and decide to bring people along with them and awaken the minds of other people, you're not going to be able to keep doing what you've been doing. The old ways won't work anymore. So then what happens? Because you're going to come across people who don't give a fuck about the rule of law. And what happens when they do that? Anarchy. What do, y'all? Do we take justice into our own hands? Because at some point, everybody gets tired. You create this illusion of scarcity and this illusion of lack. You make it hard for people to do normal things that are required in society. You need to go to work, you need daycare, you need health care. But you make it hard for people to do that if you keep creating these systems of oppression to keep everybody at bay. Eventually, everybody gets tired. What happened to Marcellus Williams should not have happened, and I want to send my condolences to his family and to my family here, y'all. I love y'all. I know this is hard. It's heavy for everybody, but I do want to remind you guys that the reason it feels like this is because we are actually still linked to our humanity, and not everybody can say that. It's heavy, it's a burden, it's hard, but it's a gift to be able to tap in with each other the way that we do, the way that we feel this so personally as if we knew this man ourselves. That's a gift. It doesn't feel like it in the moment, but it is. So I want to remind you guys all of that. But what happened to him should not have happened. And at what point do we as a people decide to stop this?